Hello everyone, my name is Jay Tiwari. Let's discuss about behavioral questions today. Why companies ask behavioral questions in the interviews? Farm companies like Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, all these companies, why do they ask behavioral questions? Even now, the startups also ask these questions. Actually, the reason is your past behavior reflects future actions. Underline this line. Your past behavior reflects your future actions. So let's dive into this. When interviewer asks you a question, tell me about a time when you had a conflict. Think that you have explained some conflict which happened with your peer, you did not do well, or maybe your peer did not do well and there was a conflict, and you gave the example where you blamed the people. This is a red signal for the next company, and you are not telling that it happened, you are telling the interviewer that this will happen because your past experience reflects your future actions. Okay, cool. So let's understand this in more details. Why these companies care? So number one is cultural fit. The companies have their own culture, own work environment. The work environment at Google is not same as work environment at Apple or Microsoft. So they want to know whether you will be successful once hired in their company. So they want to assess you. So that is the number one reason. Number two, how you resolve the conflicts. Consider you have a stressful situation, or you are delivering a project which is having a tight deadline. Normally these companies are having tight deadlines. Why? Consider an example. Apple announces that iPhone 16 is going to be launched on this and this date. Now, even if there are few features not complete, the companies will be asked to deliver those things before that date. You can't move the date because there are thousands of people, they are anxiously waiting for that feature or for that product. You can't move the date. It's a big stake to move the date. So you are going to work in a very high stressful situation sometimes, obviously, but yes. So are you ready for that? What will you do in some certain situations when there is a conflict? Are you able to resolve the conflict? Are you able to still solve the problems during the stressful situations? Those kind of things they evaluate. It's not like what you have behaved. They want to know how you would behave. So be careful when you are answering these questions. Just don't think that it is about past. It reflects your future actions too. Many behavioral questions also aim to know about your critical thinking and problem solving skills. Many behavioral questions are to know how you handle the setbacks. This helps the companies to know whether you are able to have critical thinking during the situations when they arise. Are you able to solve the problem in right way, thinking long term? Are you able to resolve the conflicts among multiple teams? Are you able to thinking about your team only, or just or entire org or entire company? Those things are also judged. Also, these big companies, they are having products which are very big. That, what does that mean? They require multiple teams to collaborate together to deliver a product. It is not like one small team has done something and the feature is delivered. It requires multiple teams to work together to deliver that. Now they want to know, are you a good communicator? Are you a good collaborator? Are you respecting the people? Are you respectful to the stakeholders? So in your answers, when the questions are asked, in your answer, it should not reflect that you are blaming people. You are blaming your stakeholders that, hey, because of so and so dependencies, I could not deliver this product. It was your responsibility to discuss with those teams, bring a minimal viable product discussion, and deliver that. You can't blame people. You shouldn't blame people. You definitely can, but you shouldn't, uh, because that's what the interviewer is looking for. Take the ownership, take the responsibility, set the accountability, deliver the project. These companies like to work on new technologies. In last 2 3 years you can see Gen AI is going crazy. Now the crowd is moving towards that to learn how to do these things. So these companies operate in fast-paced, changing technologies environment. So they want to evaluate you. Are you able to learn something quickly? Are you able to navigate these situations which are unknown to you, like a new tech came? What does that mean? How will that work? Where that will fit into your current tech stack? All those things. So they want to know. So these behavioral questions would assess whether you are having the willingness to learn new things and adapt to those things. One important question I always get from the engineers: hey, I am a software engineer. Why should I take care of someone's growth? Or why should I share the knowledge? I always tell them it is everyone's responsibility to grow people within your team, cross team, wherever it is your company. You are the stakeholder. If someone is if someone is struggling, help them to grow. These behavioral questions also look into the leadership style. How do you coach people? How do you develop people in your team or in your company? Do you do mentorship? So I'm leaving you with few of the questions which you can prepare for your next interview. Tell me about a time when you had to face a difficult decision. Tell me about a time when you have faced conflict with your manager or your peer. Tell me about a time when you collaborated with at least 2 3 teams and then you delivered a very impactful project. Tell me about a time when you did something what was not expected from you. In my future videos, maybe I can invite someone for a mock interview and assess their behavioral questions. How did they do? What they demonstrated? Whether it is a right fit or wrong fit. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe it. That gives me motivation to make more and more videos.